Chapter 4 of Unctions, Filters, Potions, etc. Their magical virtues. Unguents or unctions, calories, filters, etc., conveying the virtues of things natural to our spirits, do multiply, transform, transfigure, and transmute it accordingly. They also transpose those virtues which are in them into it, so that it not only acts upon its own body, but also upon that which is near it, and affects that by visible rays, charms, and by touching it with some agreeable quality like to itself. 4. Because our spirit is the pure, subtle, lucid, airy, and undus vapor of the blood, nothing, therefore, is better adapted for collyriums than the like vapor, which are more suitable to our spirit in substance, for then, by reason of their likeness, they do more stir up, attract, and transform the spirit. The same virtue have other ointments and confections. Hence, by the touch, often plague, sickness, faintings, poisonings, and love is induced either by the hands or clothes being anointed, and often by kissing, things being held in the mouth. Love is likewise excited. Let's see a little side note. It is here to be particularly noticed by us that in forming of a charm or amulet it will be of no effect, except the very soul of the operator is strongly and intensely exerted and impressed, as it were, and the image of the idea sealed on the charm or amulet. For without this, in vain will be all the observations of times, hours, and constellations. Therefore, this I have thought fit to mention once for all, that it may be almost always uppermost in the mind of the operator, for without this one thing being observed and noticed, many who form seals, etc., do fall short of the wished for effect. Now the fight, as it perceives more purely and clearly, now the sight, as it perceives more purely and clearly than other senses, seals in us the marks of things more acutely, and does most of all, and before all others, agree with our fantastic spirit, as is apparent in dreams, when things seen do more often present themselves to us than things heard, or anything coming under the other senses. Therefore, when collyriums transform the visual spirits, the spirit easily affects the imagination, which being affected, which with divers species and forms transmits the same by the same spirit unto the outward sense of sight, by which there is formed in it a perception of such species and forms in that matter, as if it were moved by external objects that appear to be seen, terrible images, spirits, and the like. There are some collyriums which make us see the images of spirits in the air or elsewhere, which I can make of the gall of a man and the eyes of a black cat, and some other things. The same is made likewise of the blood of a lapwing, bat, and a goat, and if a smooth shining piece of steel be smeared over with the juice of a mugwort and be made to fume, it causes invocated spirits to appear. There are some perfumes or suffumigations and unctions which make men speak in their sleep, walk, and do things that they are done by men that are awake, and often that, when awake, they cannot or dare not do. Others, again, make men hear horrid or delightful sounds, noises, and the like. And in some measure, this is the cause why mad and melancholy men believe they hear and see things equally false and improbable, falling into most gross and pitiful delusions, fearing where no fear is, and angry where there is none to contend. Such passions as these we can induce by magical vapors, confections, perfumes, calories, unguents, potions, poisons, lamps, lights, etc. Likewise by mirrors, images, enchantments, charms, sounds, and music. Also by divers rites, observations, ceremonies, religion, etc.